Hi everyone, so today we are doing not a very exciting video. At least not while filming this. This is an exciting video because I'm very much dreading my grafting surgery.
What is grafting surgery? You guys, I found this picture. If this makes you queasy, you should leave the video right now because honestly, we discuss a few kind of gross things if that's what you find gross. I am not a dentist, obviously, so I don't do an amazing job, but I feel like if you're a visual learner, this picture may help you to know what's going on, but we'll get into it more.
I also have to go in like 15 minutes and you have to eat before your surgery, so I'm gonna cook and explain. Okay, firstly, let's talk about why I'm filming this video, because this is not a normal video that I would normally film. Also, if you can hear that, that's the pan. It's smoking hot. Normally I would not film a video like this. For main reason I don't get dental surgery. Actually, that's a lie because this last year I've had so much dental surgery. I swear they're beginning to know me really well. I have a problematic mouth. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know. I have a really small mouth and big teeth, and my mom really wanted to keep all my teeth, which thanks, Mom, but it ended up causing a lot of problems. But anyways, I'm not just rambling on. It actually has something to do with what I was talking about. Okay, so let's start off. What is grafting surgery? Because if you don't know, you probably didn't follow me on Instagram because I already had the preliminary surgery to this because my recession in my mouth was so bad. So this grafting surgery isn't like a cosmetic surgery. It's not gonna make me look better, okay? It's gonna make me feel better because, so I have recession. Let's just get right down to it. Let's do this. So as you can see, this tooth goes down past the rest. See how all these come up and then this one goes down? You may also notice where my last grafting surgery went. It's right here. This skin was cut from the top of my mouth and sewn down here, and basically I need to do that exact same surgery again, but take a bigger chunk of skin and put it here, and then not just sew it but also lift it up over all of these teeth. Recession can be caused from many different things. My dentist has deducted that it has been caused by me having too aggressive of braces. So I had braces when I was around 13 years old, and we moved, my teeth had went up here and they pulled them down and they pulled these ones up. But I guess why my teeth had naturally went down is because I didn't have enough room. So then pushing them up made the gums really thin, which made the recession really prevalent in the front. Oh my gosh, everything's burning. Oh. Also, oh my gosh, I just realized I didn't even address this clip in my hair. This is just holding my bangs back. But so the reason I seeked out this grafting surgery is because my parents actually had the same issue, so it's probably a bit hereditary, so they had to get grafting. So my mom kind of thought I would have to as well. And sure enough, I didn't just have to get one appointment, I had to get two, and today is my second appointment. So, but if you guys are scared of getting recession, there are two things that can cause it just naturally, and that's brushing too hard on your gums and also flossing too hard. So
that's just a little tidbit of advice if you really don't want it.
Those are two things you can do to avoid it, but sometimes you can't avoid it. But anyway, yeah, so the reason I had to get this surgery is because the recession became really, really painful. Like when I would go like this, or if I would roll onto my face in the night, I would wake up with like intense pain. So yeah, I'm really happy to be able to get this done because it got rid of all the pain. But it's just not a very pleasant thing because you don't go under during it, like you're awake the whole time, so you can just like see them. This might be a little bit gross, sorry. And then you're probably wondering why I'm doing a video on this. And the reason is because on my first appointment, I shared it on Instagram and everyone was super interested. And I asked, do you want to see my second appointment on YouTube? And everyone was like, yeah, let's do it. So that's why I'm filming it. Now during the surgery, I'm gonna be not put under, but you know what, honestly, back in March, I got my 12-year molars removed, which are the 4 teeth back here, and I got them removed because they were half impacted, and that was a bad surgery, okay? Like, this grafting is nothing compared to that. Here I am looking with it and knowing where I am. That took so long. I ended up getting a dry socket. Another kind of dental term, I think. So yeah, hopefully I explained myself well enough. I'll put a picture of what my recession looked like before, what it looked like now, and I can't show you what it looks like afterwards because I can't bend my mouth back. I also can't like brush right there, and I can't use toothpaste for 2 weeks. So if you see me, stay far away because I probably reek, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna go eat this delectable meal. I have 5 minutes. I'm gonna brush so diligently right now because this is my last brush for 2 weeks. I mean, I can brush, but I have to go so like gentle. And I can't spit or sneeze. Do you know how hard it is
To control a sneeze.
All right, you guys, it's go time. On our way to surgery. Do you know how to get there?
I turn right up here.
Here, that's not right. Doesn't it look beautiful? And just for everybody asking, the skin will be light pink like that because the skin on the front is darker, the skin on the back is light, so it's just gonna stay like that. So
Sorry that it made me ugly. Surgery made me ugly. I mean, the surgery makes you ugly.
we're here and I need to go inside
Get in there.
and get it done.
They're waiting for you.
Afterwards I'll go. I don't want to go.
No, I can't blame you. I wouldn't want to go either.
I'm having heartburn. Maybe it's from all the ramen I ate last night. You're wearing a ramen shirt. I had ramen last night.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool how life works out like that sometimes.
Life imitate life. Okay, well I actually have to go. Okay.
She's gonna miss her appointment.
This is what I look like before my surgery. You guys, I'm not filming in there, so
Do you want me to bring you some water?
I can't drink water. I can't do anything. I'm going in. Okay, you guys, I'm out here. They were saying that I didn't look like I was frozen, and I'm now just realizing I think it's kind of obvious.
I can tell.
My entire mouth is like so frozen, and my whole mouth, this is so gross. I'm sorry, trigger warning on blood, but my whole mouth is full of blood right now. I don't know what to do. This one was definitely worse than the first
The
one.
first one you didn't seem too bad.
This one is worse. The ambulance, I was like, it's for me.
I pulled up
like-
and there's an ambulance and I was like, here we
I
go.
was like, go ahead, come and get me. They didn't just sew it onto the front, they sewed right through my entire gum.
Oh, gross.
Like, and I was like,
Could you feel it happening?
Yeah, but it didn't hurt. You guys, if any of you are getting grafting surgery done, word of advice, just make sure they freeze you enough. Any dentist?
Periodontists, periodontist.
Okay, so my mom's just alerted me that when I say dentist, I'm actually wrong. He's a
Periodontist.
periodontist, and then at one point in the video, I think I say orthodontist. That's wrong too. My bad. Any dentist that doesn't freeze you enough, stop them and literally say like, you need to freeze me. It's funny, afterwards he was talking to me about my post-op because you need 2 post-ops because they need to take the stitches out and everything. He was like talking to me, and then afterwards she's like, here, I'm just gonna wipe the blood off your face. And she was like wiping a thing across my face like this, and I was like, nice. I just had my entire face was just covered in blood while I was talking to him.
Rough.
And like while they're sewing you can just see like the cord, and like this cord like wrapped around my nose at one point. He's like, I'm sorry. We can kind of try and see. At one point there was a piece of like gauze slipping down my throat.
Oh.
And it was bothering me so much, and the girl went to grab it and he was like, we need to focus on this, and I was like, no, we need to focus on that.
Get that gauze before it goes down.
Anyway though, see you guys in a minute. Are you trying to bite my stitches out? You want to bite my stitches? You want to eat them up? Chip tried to eat my stitches. Quite literally. Okay, you guys, I just got home and Chip almost attacked my face. I'm still so frozen. The first surgery I had, I was not this frozen. This one was bigger for sure. I'll get into explaining it a little bit more when the freezing goes down, just because, like, you know, this isn't really my best. But I asked you guys on Instagram, do you have any questions about grafting surgery? I'll answer them in my video. So once my freezing is done, I will answer some questions. But you'll notice I'm at the studio right now because we are in the middle of packing up the studio. I can't lift anything for 2 days, so I'm just gonna be directing and also doing some editing. I'm supposed to take it easy, but it's also a really busy time, so I'm gonna try and get a few things done. Just a few. I did tell my boyfriend I could play pickleball on Wednesday, which is 2 days from now, but with the way I'm feeling, I kind of don't think I'll be able to do that. But yeah, we'll talk surgery in a little bit. I'm just gonna relax. This is an ice pack, by the way. The couch already got moved, so I'm just gonna lay here. Hey guys! I don't know how exciting this vlog will be, but like, I can't believe how frozen my mouth still is.
I'll keep you posted.
It's pill time! Here's what I have to take.
Pill haul.
Sadly, I have to take clindamycin, which I really am not happy about because I just did like a berberine thing. Long story, but anyway. That looks like a snowflake. Gotta take 2. And then one of these. So yeah. And I'm trying to have some yop. Do you guys remember me this morning? Do you miss her? I do. Last time my mouth wasn't like this the whole time.
It'll be fine.
He froze me up real good.
You feeling hungry? Because if you take that with food, it'll be a bit easier on your tummy. You okay?
Why am I putting this online? This is my lowest. Actually, no.
How's your little bed feeling?
It feels good.
It feels cozy. And you're moving and you have surgery and you have to make a little nest on the bed. No. We can't laugh right now. No laughing aloud. I shouldn't be around you.
Do people like to see you like this?
No. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here I am. I can officially feel my bottom lip. It's a little bit difficult to speak just because all of the stitches down here, but I'm gonna answer some of your guys' questions. Does this video have any purpose? Like, is this even interesting? I don't know. Okay, one of the questions that I saw the absolute most is, does the procedure hurt? Now, I have done it twice now. During the procedure, I can honestly say it doesn't hurt, it's just very uncomfortable. Now, if you have a trigger for blood or anything like that, I know it can be pretty gross to talk about. I suggest just clicking off the video now because it is a little bit of a bloody procedure. But before anything is done, any of the sites that are gonna be worked on, like the roof of your mouth or the front here, gets really, really frozen. So if you don't like needles, that first part where they have to freeze all of the different parts of your mouth is probably the most painful of the entire procedure until the healing process, because it's just like, you know, if you've ever gotten a dental needle, it feels like someone's pinching in your mouth. But other than that, for both the grafting procedures I got, I could not feel a thing. I could see though, which was the problem, because, so just to quickly break this down for you guys, the first one I got, they cut a piece of skin from the roof of my mouth and they sewed it over the worst area that I had, which was right in the front here. And then this time around, I didn't even know this was happening, but instead of taking from the roof of my mouth, it was actually just like a collagen pad, which is like basically skin. And it was sewn across the whole front of my mouth. So this procedure, although they didn't take skin from the top of my mouth, I would say this one was more intense because it had to be sewn over the whole front, whereas the first one was just over here. And the reason I had to get that first part done just like singularly right there is because the recession was so bad right there. But anyway, is the procedure painful? I would say during it, the worst part is the needle, which isn't that bad. It's just a little pinch. So I saw a lot of people saying that they have grafting appointments coming up and they're very nervous. To you, I would say don't be nervous. If that sort of thing makes you queasy, I definitely suggest closing your eyes during the procedure so you don't accidentally see anything. The person who did my grafting is amazing and really good, so I wasn't concerned, and he froze like the crap out of my mouth, so I did not feel a thing, and that's how it should be. You should not feel anything during the procedure, so if you do, stop them and get them to do more freezing. I'm seeing lots of people asking, is the healing process very painful? Now, like I was saying, I think the healing process is more painful than the actual procedure, and maybe not as much painful as it is just annoying, because with this procedure, you can't brush your front teeth and you have to use like a chlorhexidine rinse. Well, at least that's what I was prescribed. So my teeth get quite a bit of stain on them, which is annoying. And also I can't spit. I have to just like let things drip out of my mouth, which you have to do that for like 3 weeks. So I just be like hanging over the sink, letting it drip out. I was prescribed painkillers, so if you take those intermittently as your dentist suggests, I think that it is minimal pain. I feel like if I was to open my mouth really wide, it would hurt, because sometimes when I pronounce something and it opens, it'll like kind of send a shock through here. So the stitches are very much fresh and a little bit painful, but honestly, you guys, I would not be scared of this procedure at all. Okay, people are asking, is this cosmetic or was it necessary? Definitely not cosmetic in my experience, because the reason I got it done was because it was getting really, really painful. I kind of touched on this earlier in the video, but when I would like rest my hand on my face like this and it would pull slightly, right there would just sting. And sometimes I would wake up and it was so dry I had to pull my lip off, and it was just like that exposed tooth was so painful and the gum was so thin there that it was just so sensitive. Like if you've ever had your teeth cleaned and they hit kind of like a nerve and it's just like really jarring, it was like having a nerve exposed in my mouth constantly. So the reason I got it done was to get rid of that pain. But to answer people's question, is it necessary? If you're experiencing pain, I think it's worth looking into. It is a more pricey surgery. I mean, all dental things are pricey. Like when I got my 12-year molars removed, it was pricey. Wisdom teeth removal, it was pricey. But if you have insurance that will help with that cost, I definitely think if you're experiencing pain, it's worth it, because that pain will only get worse. And the risk of not fixing it for me, especially because my recession was so bad, was literally having that tooth fall out. Right? People were like, why are you getting it done? And it's like, because of the pain, and also because that tooth, if I would have left it, would have eventually fallen out, because the gum was eroding at such a like fast rate. Lots of people are asking, how did your gums start to recede? Is it just natural or genetic? I touched on that earlier. You can cause it, or it can be something that happened. Mine happened because my braces moved my teeth at a rapid rate and my gums became very thin. And you know, I was probably brushing a little too hard in the front there. Like my dentist told me that wasn't what it was, but like maybe a little, you know. How long was the surgery? It was only an hour. I did have to get it twice though, 4 months apart, just because it was so bad. But if you caught it sooner than I did, it would just be 1 appointment. Like it was actually weird that I had to get 2 appointments. Both my parents were like, what? It's that bad that you have to get 2 appointments? Will there be any visible scarring afterwards? So I showed you guys what the first graft looked like healed. So you can definitely see it. It's like light pink and like set there. And then this one will be like that, but all the way across. It does look a little bit like lumpy and like strange, but again, no one really sees it. Is it worse than wisdom tooth removal? I would say no. For me personally, my wisdom teeth were really bad. So I would say this is way easier. Like this is probably common sense, but is it hard to eat? Yes. So for the next 2 weeks, I have to eat soft food and it can't be too hot or too cold. Where are they pulling the skin from? So this one today is a collagen pad, but my last one, they cut from the roof of my mouth. Is it sore? Yes, it is. Someone asked, your teeth will be okay now? Question mark. I hope so. A lot of people are saying that they're scared and they have to get grafting done. I honestly would say don't be scared. Just make sure to advocate for yourself if you're feeling pain during the procedure. A lot of people are really curious about what the actual surgery pain was, and like you guys are gonna be so relieved. Like it's not a big deal. The actual, it's just weird, okay? To have somebody like sewing in your mouth and like cutting things, it's just a weird feeling. It feels wrong. But that's it. Okay, those are kind of the big questions. Let me see if there's any more. Can you eat normally right after the surgery? You cannot. I mean, you could try, but it would be bad. Your mouth is like kind of like, the jaw's a little bit locked. I don't know why really, but you definitely can't eat. Like I've been just like kind of pouring things down my throat. A lot of people are asking if I'm happy with it, and honestly, the pain I was experiencing before my first graft was pretty severe, and now even after the first appointment, like not even this one, the pain is completely gone. So it was totally worth it. How do they attach the skin? Does it just stick? They use like really small needle and like sew it through, and that's why you have to have like post-op appointments, because sometimes they have to take the stitch out. Like for me, these stitches are not dissolvable, so I'm gonna have to go in and get them taken out. I think that those are all of your questions. I'm gonna put this back on. Okay, you guys, but that has been my day of grafting surgery. It didn't feel super exciting, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope if anybody's been curious about it, that this video helps you out. I suggest not being afraid of it. Sorry I wasn't too smiley in this video. It hurts to smile, but I had fun. I hope you had fun. I'm happy to have this done. That rhymed. Because literally last night I had a dream that I got the procedure, and then I woke up and had it. So
I'm done.
One eternity later.
well, hello there. As you can see, I can speak just fine now. I am fully healed. I actually wasn't expecting to put the fully healed segment in this video, because I thought it would be uploaded before I was fully healed. But the other day I was thinking of like the videos I still have to upload, and I was like, oh, my dental surgery isn't up yet. And I was like, well, maybe it would be more informative and insightful if you could actually see the finished product. Because when I first got the surgery, I couldn't peel down my lip for 2 weeks, but it has now been like 2 months since my surgery, so I can pull it down and show you guys how it healed and everything. I'm so happy with how it healed. I did both of my post-ops, and the dentist said they're looking really good. Let's get in there, shall we? So here is my healed graft. There you go. Look at that. So your eye probably is going directly to that light like patch of skin right in the center. And that's actually from my first graft, which I didn't actually film. And the reason why it's lighter than the second graft that I got is because they're two different patches basically. That light piece was actually taken from the roof of my mouth, which is lighter, so it just stayed light. And then the big piece here was like a collagen pad, so it was able to blend perfectly with my gum color. Now obviously there's pros and cons to taking from the inside of your mouth versus a collagen pad. Collagen pad doesn't last as long. The gum one is a little bit more painful and longer to heal, so make sure your orthodontist like explains that to you before you're choosing. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it looks. I cannot talk when I pull my mouth down, but of course I'm trying. Obviously in a perfect world it would all match, but I'm like unbothered by this little light spot. Like nobody really knows it's there. I mean, other than all of you, because I'm posting it online now. And also I can confidently say that when I got my stitches out, it didn't hurt at all. I could feel it a little, like a little pinch, but it was nothing serious. So I leave you with this. Don't be afraid of the surgery. The only thing there is to be afraid of is the cost of the surgery, because dental surgery, as you guys know, is not cheap. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed getting up close and personal in my mouth. I don't know if this was an interesting video. I just hope that this brings comfort and maybe some info to people who are needing grafting surgery or getting it, or maybe you're just interested in gums. Either way, thank you for being here. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.